What's going on, everyone? Badger here. Should have liked and sub, and let's get into this. We talk about the fourth turning every once in a while in the streams we do, and sometimes I mention it in videos. It's more or less the cycle of people embracing religion and things get really good. This is also very similar to the strong men create good times create weak men create bad times, and the bad times create the strong men again, and then we create good times. It's just a circle. It goes with religious films too, where we embrace religion and things get really good, and then we push away from religion, things get really bad. It's just this cycle that keeps going. And part of the return to that fourth turning is wanting more classical heroes, more clear lines of good and evil, which is why things like Superman might be pretty apt for right now. And while religious movies are coming back, we're seeing things like The Chosen, and Mel Gibson's getting his sequel to Passion of the Christ, and the Chronicles of Narnia films. We're seeing a resurgence in streaming, and then Netflix basically saying that, yeah, we're going to adapt them. And that's great because these are very clearly Christian books. Aslan the lion is Jesus. He's supposed to be. And we've got Meryl Streep now, who's probably going to be playing Aslan the lion. Yeah. On top of Greta Gerwig, who is not who you think most people would have chosen for this Christian adaptation of movies, and it's going to be anything but. So this all comes from Nexus Point News. Seen a couple people talking about this. An offer has been made to Meryl Streep to portray the central character in the series, Aslan the Great Lion. Aslan very much is a Jesus figure. They've talked about it right here, but more or less his description, I think what's great is his response to a mother who claimed that her son Lawrence, after reading the books, was loving Aslan more than Jesus. Lewis wrote, Lawrence can't really love Aslan more than Jesus, even if he feels that's what he is doing. For the things he loves Aslan for doing or saying are simply the things Jesus really did and said, so that when Lawrence thinks he is loving Aslan, he is really loving Jesus and perhaps loving him more than he ever did before. He talks about how what Aslan is and what he does in Narnia is 100% supposed to be what Jesus has done, if you believe it, in our world. And man, this is just par for the course of them saying that they're going to have a beloved franchise and they're going to adapt it, and then they change things. So Netflix announcing it was going to get Chronicles of the Narnia back in 2018, saying that Netflix will develop new series and film projects based on C.S. Lewis' beloved The Chronicles of Narnia series under the terms of a multi-year deal between Netflix and the C.S. Lewis Company. Netflix will develop classic stories from across the Narnia universe into series and films for its members worldwide. This marks the first time that the rights to the entire 7 books of the Narnia universe have been held by the same company. We've already seen a couple other casting news that I'm not quite sure is happening. They talked about how beloved it is. Of course, they're going to ignore the Christian elements, and saying how Netflix is the best hope. That is, of course, until we saw the Greta Gerwig's brought aboard. The Coco writer is one of the first writers we brought on board. To Greta's point, when she confirmed it, she says, I haven't even really started wrapping my arms around it, but I'm properly scared of it, which feels like a good place to start. I think when I'm scared, it's always a good sign. Maybe when I stop being scared, it'll be like, okay, maybe I shouldn't do that one. No, I'm terrified of it. It's extraordinary. And so we'll see. I don't know. I hope to make all different kinds of movies in the course of the time I get to make movies, which it's a long time, but it's also limited. I want to do big things and small things and everywhere in between, and having another big canvas is exciting and also daunting. So not one word about reading the source material or respecting the source material. We get word that the Chronicles of Narnia, the Magician's Nephew will be what they are going to do first. See, yeah. So the first film heavily rumored to be The Magician's Nephew, with star Trek Discovery actor Jason Isaacs explaining why he chose to read that for a charity event. He said, I loved all the Narnia books as a kid. When Peter was told he wouldn't be coming back, I understood something devastating about mortality. I picked this one because Greta Gerwig is about to make a film of it, which I can't wait to see. Well, let's hope that she doesn't disappoint you. Let's hope that she gives a completely accurate depiction. This movie is also being produced by Amy Pascal, who, along with David Heyman, just got put in charge of the James Bond movie over at Amazon. So there it is. If you are a Chronicles of Narnia fan of the Jessica Lingstroms, I can hear you screaming already. You're probably not too happy about this, but we will keep you updated on what we see. And yeah, let me know what you think about all this. By all means, make sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you.
Well, bye.